New Thought Media Network. We are a global broadcast network of positive music, media, and entertainment, inspiring humanity's evolution along the journey of enlightenment and creating a world of love, peace, empowerment, and prosperity for all. New Thought Media Network. Positively inspiring.
New Thought Media Network presents A Grand Vision, a 30-minute exploration of the emergent vision of New Thought Media Network. Get ready to explore the Grand Vision.
And hello again, dear ones. Rev Robert with you here on a Monday afternoon. It's 4 o'clock on the Mountain Time Zone, and that means it is time for a Grand Vision. Now, this is my opportunity each and every week to come and chat with you and share with you some of the things that are happening around New Thought Media Network, some of the things that are going to be happening around New Thought Media Network, and how we are looking at this grand vision for this mighty network. So, and I like to start each of these programs because on Monday morning at 7 a.m. we do the visioning process, and we do that together. And in there is a question: what is the highest vision for New Thought Media Network? And each week I ask those people that are watching to chime in and leave their comments, whatever came through for them, their answer to that question in the show notes. And I come and share those with you, and we get a chance to take a look at them. And then some of the things that are happening and going to be happening. So jumping right in here, what came through for me this morning on the highest vision for New Thought Media Network. Number one, a spiritually free community, living and working together to shift the consciousness of humanity, a growing group of committed individuals living the principles of New Thought so all may be inspired by our demonstrations. Seems to fit in pretty well with what normally happens on Monday mornings. Our dear friend Linda Plasters heard the words big, rich, and deep. Visionaries and mystics from many spiritual paths, enriching messages. The glow of the messaging is rainbow bright. Yes, yes, yes. I love that image as well. Shay shared the words Mountain Community Headquarters. Wayne had infecting the world with oneness. Fiona shared circles of interlinked spiritual community radiating and spiraling throughout the world. A lot of stuff in there. And, one of the things we talk about in the visioning process all the time is that I have to give the vision time to reveal itself in terms that I understand and that make sense to me, and keep showing up. Keep showing up. That's the important part. Something might show up once in our visioning and we take a look at it and, oh, okay, that's nice. And we don't want to run out and take action on something that's only revealed itself once to us. We give the visioning practice the time it needs to show us again and again and again and again, so that we can feel really confident as we move forward that this is the path. And sometimes it happens really quickly. Sometimes the divine comes through and it's adamant in its revelation, if you will, if it's revealing of itself to us, and we can take action on that and know that we're in the right place. Other times it takes a little bit of effort or time. I keep saying time. It takes a little bit of allowing, of letting go of our human desires and allowing the divine to reveal what really wants to happen. And this is how we get around the bias influence of a visioning, because it's really easy it's quite easy for someone to see what they want to see, hear what they want to hear, have a vision of what they want to have happen, And the beauty of having multiple people doing a visioning is we all get to check in. And that's one of those places. So we can be confident in the divine revelation versus a hidden agenda, let's say. So here we are, New Thought Media Network. And at just over 3 years old now, a grand vision really has been revealing itself. We have been developing connections and relationships with various communities across the planet in various regions of the planet. Many of you know we're already talking about we're going to be supporting the Kenya community in their convention next year. However, we do have some things we're going to before then, actually. We got a whole bunch going on real soon here, and I want to talk about one of those today, and I want to share with you a little something we made to talk about that. So check out this, and then I'll tell you more what's going on. Yep, that's right, folks. In just a little over, about 2 weeks from today, actually, we'll be in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, supporting the International New Thought Alliance and helping to do their broadcasts and their production and everything they're doing there. And I want to share with you, we've now got a list of presenters for this program. Fans of the network may remember Reverend Skip Jennings had a show here for a while before he moved out to Fort Lauderdale, and he's the senior minister at the Center for Spiritual Living there. I'm really excited to see him and connect with him again. I know this image isn't really big enough to see everybody's names there, but I'm going to tell you, I'm really excited to see Reverend Dr. Darrell Watkins. Other good friends that are going to be there, Dr. Jerry Troyer, Reverend Dr. Tim Stewart, Reverend Chad Groverland from Unity is going to be there. Reverend Dr. Sheila McKeithen from the Universal Foundation for Better Living is going to be there. Reverend Patricia Wagner is going to be there. I actually had a conversation with Reverend Patricia today about her presentation, what she's going to be doing at this conference, and it's going to be really, really fun. Her work is around creating a living prayer of thanksgiving. Living as the prayer of thanksgiving. It's going to be a fun experience. Excuse me, folks. It's going to be a really fun experience today at this conference, and I'm going to invite you to make sure you can, if you can, join us. If not, you'll be able to catch some of it on live stream, and the recordings will be available afterwards as well. If you'd like to learn a little bit more about this conference and how you can join us, I'm going to pull up their website here real quick for you. Now, this is newthoughtevents.org. Here we go. Oh, there it is. newthoughtevents.org. You can head over there and learn more. That gives you all the dates, all the information. Yes, we're going to be at Sunshine Cathedral in Fort Lauderdale. I'm looking forward to this. It's going to be a really, really exciting time. So head on over to that website. You can learn a whole bunch more about what's happening in Florida in just a couple weeks. Yeah. I'm really excited for this because we get this. Here's what I love about INTA. They are working, and they're not the only ones. They're one of the organizations that's working to consistently put the leaders of various New Thought organizations together at the same time in collaboration, in communicating, in conversation. So I can only imagine how much fun these workshops are going to be during this conference as well, because it's not often you get to be in the room with the spiritual leader for the United Federation for Better Living and for Unity Worldwide Ministries. Reverend Dr. Shad Groverland is the CEO of Unity Worldwide Ministries right now. Reverend Dr. Darrell Watkins leading the Sunshine Cathedral. All these cool people. Dr. Jerry Troyer is the president of the affiliated New Thought Network. Reverend Dr. Tim Stewart is the president of the International New Thought Alliance. All these leaders in thought that are working in their unique ministries and in their unique traditions, but also taking time to come together and have these conversations as a greater New Thought community. I think it's really fun. I think it's going to be a blast. And I really think you should come join us for the 108th Congress of the International New Thought Alliance. And if you can't, I'm going to tell you something's going on that same weekend, and it's like right before the Congress starts, but I'll already have left town, so I can't be a part of this. But I think watch this and you'll understand.
Hi, everybody. My name is Ricky Byers, and what I want you to know is that on the weekend of July 14th, that's July 14th, 15th, and 16th, I'm going to be blowing up Salt Lake City. This is my debut there. I've never been there before. So Reverend Cindy, look out. We're going to burn it up, baby. God bless. Peace.
All right. So this is another demonstration of the vision, folks. And you may be asking, well, why is having a Ricky Byers concert part of our vision? And it's not the concert per se, although, man, if you get a chance, you got to go see Ricky Byers. We were in partnership with the Rio Grande Center for Spiritual Living just a couple months ago when she performed there. And I did get to go down and visit them on that trip and visit with Ricky and have some conversations. And I'll tell you, she is excited to be offering more and more ways to interact with her music and her message across the internet and across these digital virtual landscapes that we get to play in. So no, I don't get to be in Salt Lake, and New Thought Media Network is there to support the Salt Lake community. Then we will be sharing a live stream on their pages that Friday evening, so you can join us for that as well. That is on a love offering basis. So more good music, but here's why it's a demonstration, because if you've caught this, we've now been able to support the Rio Grande Center for Spiritual Living, and we're supporting now the Center for Spiritual Living in Salt Lake City. And that's part of this vision for New Thought Media Network to be an avenue, a voice, if you will, through which other organizations, other communities can come together and support each other in ways that we can support them, help you get to know about more of the amazing things that are going on around New Thought. It's not just all about us. It's all about all of us. It's about all of us. It's about the oneness. And wherever the divine is revealing itself, well, if New Thought Media Network can be a part of that to support in some way, whether that's just letting our people know about it, whether it's letting other people know about it, whether it's creating a video, whether it's helping to broadcast, whether it's traveling to do the production of the program, whatever way that might happen, well, that's what we want to be a part of. And that's part of the vision of bridging all these communities together. Because when a minister calls and says, hey, can we chat? And, oh, hey, I want to run something by you. I don't ask if they're CSL or if they're Unity or if they're Divine Science or who they are, UFBL, Agape. I don't ask what organization they're with. I ask them, how is it that the divine wants to reveal through you? How are you a revelation of this one love, of this one life, this one power, presence, and intelligence that we call God? And when we have the conversation from that place, it's not a transactional conversation, it's a relational conversation. And we start to have a relationship that says, how do we support each other's missions to get these words out, to get the more people to know, to share more of what's going on in the world? I think it's pretty groovy, to be honest with you. And I love the fact that we get to do it. So there's a couple of things you could check out that we're doing in this month of July. And, one of the fun parts is right as soon as we come back from the INTA conference, well, not immediately, but shortly thereafter, we're at it again. And we're at another conference. This time, it's the Convention of the Americas. It's August 1st through 5th, 2023. It's in Lake Chapala, Mexico. And I'm going to grab you the website is conventionoftheamericas.com. I'm going to drop that into the comment box so you all can see that. There it is. And we invite you to check this one out as well. So this is purely on site. As I neglected to mention, and thank you, Reverend Patricia, for reminding me that you can get virtual tickets for the INTA conference. So that's not live streamed for free, but portions of it are live streamed, and you can get virtual tickets for that over at newthoughtevents.org as well. So thank you. My apologies for forgetting that one. So, and then Convention of the Americas, August 1st through the 5th. Going to be another great experience, and some really good people that are going to be at that one. And I have misplaced my my guest list, so I forget exactly who it is that we're going to be seeing. Oh, here's a couple of them. I do know Reverend Jeffrey Ryan will be there. Reverend Kathy Ann Lewis will be there. It's going to be a fun time. And this has been one of, from my understanding, I've been hearing about these guys now for a few years, even through the they took a couple of years off from the pandemic, but they were doing this beforehand. Now they're back. And it's a really cool group of people. As I've gotten to know these folks, they're a really great group of people that are coming together to put on the Convention of the Americas. So, all of these things are on our website. You can head over to ntmedia.org. You click on that attend button. And when you get to our website, you see listen, watch, attend, and engage. Those are our primary concepts. We want you to attend any of these events. You can head over, get more information, or just go. The real trick is, we're not in it for the money. We're not getting anything out of it. So you can go to their website directly. It doesn't matter to us. You don't have to go through us. But we would love to see you at any of these types of events, because we are a virtual community. And the more we do virtually, the more important it is going to become for us to get together in person. Now, we haven't even started talking about the ANTN conference. That happens in October. That's going to be an even bigger deal. And I'm going to start talking about that in a few weeks. But we want to get through with INTA before we go to the ANTN, right? One convention at a time. But the point is that no matter where you are in the country or the world, when New Thought Media Network is close by, we'd love to visit with you. We'd love to see you. We'd love to put a sticker in your hand. We'd love to shake your hand and give you a hug. And we'd like to foster that physical connection, that human connection as well. They're both incredibly important. And if you have a regular Sunday attendance at a community, or if you're part of a spiritual, physical community that you attend regularly, hey, amen. All right, boy, howdy. I love it. Keep doing it. And if you're getting value and finding community here on New Thought Media Network, then boy, howdy, that's what we're about as well. That is really what we are here for, is to create that sense of community and to bring you great presenters and great conversations and all kind, and we have so many things that are happening new on the network. Today was just the third episode of Growing Edge Live with Ali Benjamin. Great conversation that she had today with John Harold Moore about family constellations and other spiritual modalities. I encourage you, check that out. Check out the archives already of what she's doing there. Other new shows that are out on our air: Rev Dr Brock Ford with the Spiritual Toolkit on Thursday afternoons. Be sure to check that out. That is a really fun show. He's doing well and enjoying that. We also relatively new, I think we've got about 7, maybe 8 episodes now of Living Enlightened with Reverend Dr. Elizabeth Canty. I invite you to join us for that on Thursday mornings at 7 a.m. Mountain Time. I mean, folks, when you really look at it, here's our schedule, and it just keeps growing and growing and growing. You're seeing some other things on here that I don't have all the placards for, but some of the things that are coming up, new shows to watch for starting later this month: Change Your Story, Change Your Life, Wednesdays at noon. And that'll be starting on the 22nd. I believe that's the correct date. I better check my calendar. That'll be starting on the 26th. 26th. On the 26th. Sorry about that, folks. Wednesdays coming in July. Change Your Story, Change Your Life with Mitch Austin. Really excited about that. Launching in August, We Are Miracles, or WHAM, with Shay Davis. That's going to happen at Fridays, noon Mountain Time. Discovering Our Miracles. We Are Miracles with Shay Davis. I'm looking forward to that program as well. And then coming in September, Set Yourself Free with Martha Creek. Anyone that knows Reverend Martha Creek knows you're in for a special time when you get a chance to be in the same room or on the same conversation with this dear lady. Please check. This is coming early September. September 6th, I think, is the premiere for that. And we've got another show that is so new that I don't even have a promo image for it yet, but it is on our calendar here. You can catch that right down there on Thursday evenings at 6 o'clock Mountain. Girls Behaving Metaphysically. This is always going to be a good time because it is Practitioner Robin Rice and she had she was doing a program called Girls Behaving Metaphysically near the beginning of the pandemic, and that hit a little speed bump, took a little time off, a little hiatus, and is bringing it back specifically for us here on New Thought Media Network. So this is important as well. That's 4 new shows coming in the next couple of months, folks. On top of these new programs that we've just added into our lineup, we are filling up and doing well. Oh, one other thing I'd love to tell you about. If you're a fan of Spirit Cafe, we're going to put a big red X through that noon Eastern time on Wednesdays. Spirit Cafe is moving. Now it's staying on Wednesdays and it's only moving a couple of hours later. So it's going to be at 2 o'clock Mountain Time instead of noon on Mountain Time. That's with Reverend Barbara Schreiner Trudell and Cheryl Rogers. Great combination of voices here. Cheryl is a licensed Unity teacher. Barbara is an ordained minister with Centers for Spiritual Living, and they come together to have these conversations all the way from Canada. Spirit Cafe with Cheryl and Barbara. Join us for that on Wednesdays. Again, moving to 2 o'clock Mountain Time rather than noon Mountain Time. Okay, and I got one last thing to share, and this is the biggie. This is the biggie, folks. Now, some of you know what we've been talking about here on New Thought Media Network in the background for quite a while, and it's time to start letting some of you folks in on what we're doing. We have created, and we're still working on it. Now, I'm going to invite some of you to join us and help work on it. But we're creating our own community platform, and it's free for everybody. So I'm going to share a link here today. And what this is going to be, folks, what it is it's a place and a space where we can get together and have our own community and our own space. You can see on the left there where we can share our events. We have a news feed. All of our different programs have their own unique space and a way that you can connect with your show hosts, with those around the network. So if now this is like about 90% complete, and that means we need a little help completing the next 10%. So if you're ready to have a more intimate experience of social media, then we'd love to invite you over. I'm going to drop the link in the program show notes. Whoops, that's the wrong one. I did it the wrong way. Let me go grab that link again for you, folks. I gave you the Conference of the Americas, and I want to give you this one here. It does take a minute to get over there. There it is. All right, here we go. Try this link. Little bit longer of a link, or you can just head over to www.community.ntmedia.org. Let's drop that in a banner for you so you can see that as well. Now, here's the big part of the vision of this, folks. This gives us, as a collective, as a community, greater control over how we share our message and how we package that message. So for right now, this is going to be a great place to chat with your show host, to get reminders about the program. However, real soon, you'll be able to log on to this site and get our direct uploads, direct viewing of all of our programs. That's part of the next step in the vision. So we need to get this step of the vision working, and then the subsequent steps of that vision will take us into places where we'll be able to embed our programs right on this community platform. And we can get away from the algorithms and the advertising and the spam bots and the cloning bots and all that stuff that's going on out there, and create a more sacred and safe space for us to interact with each other and to share this mighty message, to share the message of what New Thought Media Network is all about. Speaking of which, before I go, I really ought to say thank you to everybody that is making this happen. So would you help me with that? Don't go away. Just stick around. Help me. This takes just a moment to lend some consciousness and say thank you to our organizational donors and individual sponsors.
Please help us say thank you to our organizational sponsors and donors, including the Hefferland Foundation, Affiliated New Thought Network, International New Thought Alliance, Science of Mind Archives and Library Foundation, Center for Spiritual Living Denver, Center for Spiritual Living Midtown Atlanta, New Thought Philadelphia, Planned Happiness Institute, Summit Center for Spiritual Living, Center for Spiritual Living on the Lake, Unity Spiritual Center Kitchener, Om Center for Spiritual Living, Center for Spiritual Living North Jersey, Unity of Savannah, Center for Spiritual Living Seattle, and all of our individual donors and sponsors. Thank you for being a part of the New Thought Media Network. Please come be you.
Yes. Thank you to everyone that makes this network possible. I'm Rev Dr. Robert. I'm getting out of here for now. Thank you for being with us. We'll be back on this program again next week. However, until then, I invite you to tune in and watch all of our other great programming. We got a lot of it. All right. I'm out of here. Until next time, I wish you peace and richest blessings. Bye now.